Hello, Kinder 2. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Teacher Meg. I'm the Kinder 2 teacher, and I will be joining you for the 2 weeks free trial of Laura Carnegie School of All Nations. Thank you so much for choosing to be part of our free trial. We hope you will enjoy, you will learn many things, and you will have fun. Today, we're going to start with our values subject. And for our value subject today, we're going to learn a story. The title of the story, rather, is Daniel and the Lion's Den. Okay, we're going to learn about lions. Okay, here we go. Can everybody see that? I hope you can see the screen. So, have you ever seen a lion before? I have only seen it in the zoo. We visited a lion in the zoo when I was a little girl. Otherwise, I only see lions in videos, in the TV, or in movies, but not in real life. And I think if you go to Africa, then you can have the chance to see lions in their own home, in their den. But if you don't go there, or if you just stay where you are right now, it's going to be very hard for us to find a lion. So, this story is all about lions, and we are going to see how Jesus made these lions from strong, powerful animals to become soft and calm and peaceful animals. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Let's start. So, here we go. The name of the character in our story is Daniel. Can everybody say Daniel? Very good. Daniel was a kind, caring, and good man. He loved God very much. He prayed to Jesus. That's what he's doing in that picture. He will open his windows wide and he will pray to Jesus every day, every morning, and every night. Jesus would give him wisdom. Jesus gives him good health and a strong body. Jesus gives him the food that he needs to eat, the clothes that he needs to wear. So every day, Daniel would say thank you to Jesus. Daniel was a good friend of the king. The king loved Daniel very much because Daniel always helped him. Daniel was one of the smartest, one of the kindest, and one of the strongest men in the kingdom. So the king really, really treated Daniel well. Some of the other officials of the king, like those you see in the picture wearing red and yellow, they started to get jealous of Daniel. Jealous means in Tagalog, we say jealous is naiinggit. You feel bad that you are not like the other person. You say, I wish I can have that. I wish I can be like that. And you start thinking bad thoughts about that person. That's what those other officials felt for Daniel. They said, Daniel is always the one being chosen by the king. The king loves Daniel better than he loves us. He doesn't even care about us anymore. So they wanted to think of a way for Daniel to fail. They said, why don't we go to the king and tell the king that no one should be allowed to worship and pray to any other god except to the king? That's what they did. They went to the king and they said, King, we believe that you are the strongest, most powerful, most important person in our kingdom. Nobody should be allowed to pray and worship other gods except you. We should only pray to you. The king was so proud. He said, oh my, everybody's going to look at me and pray to me. Everybody's going to think I'm important. I like that. So he asked somebody to make a law that says no one is allowed to pray to anybody except to me. And that law was signed using the king's ring, which he stamped onto that law. The officials were so happy because they knew that Daniel would fail. They said, let's wait for Daniel to pray, and then we're going to run to the king and tell him that Daniel has committed a sin. And do you know what the punishment is? The punishment was they need to throw the person who prays to the lion's den. A lion's den is a place where they kept the lions in case there are some people who commit crimes or do bad actions. That's how they punish them, by feeding them to the lions. And so it happened that, of course, Daniel will still pray to Jesus. He opened his window, he knelt down, he prayed and said, thank you. And he made some requests, and the officials were waiting. When they saw that Daniel was praying, they ran as fast as they could to the king. And they said, King, look at Daniel. Look at your friend Daniel. He is praying to his God, and that is breaking the law. The king was heartbroken. He forgot all about Daniel. He forgot that Daniel would always pray to the God in heaven. He forgot that Daniel was his good friend. The king had no choice. He had to obey the law. They had to put Daniel into the lion's den. Oh no, look at that picture. There's Daniel. The soldiers are putting him in the lion's den, and you can see the lions down there below. They are waiting. They are probably hungry and growling, and they want to eat some people. Oh no, is Daniel going to get eaten? That night, the king could not sleep. He was so worried about Daniel. He couldn't sleep. He was waking up all the time and thinking, is Daniel dead? Is my good friend Daniel dead? Early the next morning, the king ran as fast as he could, going to the lion's den. He wanted to check what happened to his friend Daniel. And when he got to the gate, he shouted, Daniel, Daniel, are you still alive? Did Jesus protect you from the lions? What do you think happened next? Was Daniel able to answer? Let's see. Oh no, look at that! Daniel was alive. Daniel was not dead and was not eaten by the lions. In fact, look at the lions in the picture. Do they have their mouths open? No, their mouths are closed. Are they growling? And did they eat Daniel? No, they did not. Daniel said, King, don't worry. My God in heaven, who I pray to, has protected me and closed the mouths of the lions so they were not able to eat me. Wow, that is how powerful God is. The king did something different. The king captured those bad officials and he threw them in the lion's den. And you can see now that the lions have their mouths open. You can see their sharp teeth and they are ready to eat these bad officials. The following day, the king made a new rule. He said, no one should pray to anybody except to the God in heaven, because he can hear us and he can answer our prayers. That is a nice story. And the lesson that we have learned from that is that we can always come to Jesus and ask him for help when we are scared, when we are in danger, or whenever we need his help. God will always be there to listen to us and to answer our prayers according to his will. For today's activity, Mommy and Daddy are going to help you with your craft, a lion craft, and the second page is a puzzle activity. You can color both of them first before you cut them up. The puzzle activity, you can play with it when it's done, but the Lioncraft, please take a picture and show it to Teacher Meg. Send me a picture of the Lioncraft that you created. I would love it if you can hold it and we can take a picture with you so I can also see you. Thank you so much for listening to our values lesson today.